Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well and welcome to Office 365 Concepts. In this particular video, I will be discussing what is Office 365 message encryption and how does it work. I will be showing you practically how we can enable Office 365 message encryption. I will be discussing how we can use Office 365 message encryption to send encrypted emails and how an administrator can force Office 365 message encryption on all the emails or on the basis of conditions using Mailflow rules. People often use emails to exchange sensitive information. For example, financial data, confidential product information, or customer and employee information. So as a result, mailboxes can become repositories for large amounts of potentially sensitive information. And information leakage can become a serious threat to your organization. Office 365 message encryption ensures that only intended recipients can view the information that your email contains. So let's understand what is Office 365 message encryption and how does it work. Office 365 message encryption is an online service that is built on Azure Rights Management or Azure RMS. Azure RMS is part of Azure Information Protection. Office 365 message encryption includes identity and authorization policies that help you to secure your emails. We can use encrypt only or do not forward template to encrypt the emails. Users can exchange protected emails within the organization or outside the organization as well. They can send encrypted emails to external Office 365 organizations or to the organizations those are using Gmail, Yahoo, or Outlook.com or any other email services. Administrators can create a Mailflow rule to apply encryption on all the emails or on the basis of conditions those are specified within the Mailflow rules. Users can also encrypt emails from OWA or Outlook client, and they can use Office 365 message encryption templates. Now let's understand what sort of licenses are required in order to use Office 365 message encryption. Office 365 message encryption is included in Office 365 Enterprise E3 and E5, Microsoft Enterprise E3 and E5, Microsoft 365 Business Premium, Office 365 A1, A3 and A5, and Office 365 Government G3 and G5. If you do not have above subscription, you can purchase Azure Information Protection Plan 1 as a standalone license. This license is supported with Exchange Online Plan 1, Exchange Online Plan 2, Office 365 F1, Microsoft 365 Business Basic, Business Standard, and Office 365 Enterprise F1. Now let's understand what will be the user experience with Office 365 message encryption and how users can send encrypted emails and how recipients will open the encrypted emails. I will show you this practically as well and things will be more clear. Let's assume we have two users, Bob Ross and John Smith. Bob wants to send an encrypted email to John Smith. So Bob will log into his OWA or Outlook client. He will compose an email. He will select encrypt only template and will send that email to John. When John will open that email, he will not be able to read the contents of the email because this email is encrypted. In order to access the contents of the email, John will have to verify his identity. John can either use one-time passcode or he can use his username and password to prove his identity. And once his account is validated, John will get access to the email contents. Now let's understand practically how to enable Office 365 message encryption and how users will use these templates to send encrypted emails. And then I'll show you how an administrator can force Office 365 message encryption using Mailflow rules. We can enable Office 365 message encryption from Office 365 Admin Center and from PowerShell as well. The easiest way or the recommended way will be PowerShell, because from PowerShell you can check all the configuration including the RMS templates, and even you can test the Office 365 message encryption for your tenant as well. So before you run any PowerShell command, make sure you are connected to Exchange Online PowerShell and to Azure Active Directory Rights Management Service. To connect with Azure Active Directory Rights Management Service, you can simply run command Connect-AadrmService. I'm already connected to this and to Exchange Online as well, so I will not be running this command. I'll share all these commands in the comments section and you can go through them. So to enable Office 365 message encryption or rights management service, you need to run Enable-Aadrm. That is for Azure Active Directory Rights Management. Press enter. This particular command will enable this feature on your tenant. Now to verify if the right management service is configured for your tenant or not, you can run Get-IRM configuration and press enter. You will see these attributes. If Azure RMS licensing enabled is set to true, that means this particular feature is enabled for your tenant. Now, if you want to check the RMS templates that you will be using while sending the encrypted emails, for that you can run get-RMS template and press enter. On this particular output, you will see 4 templates: confidential, highly confidential, encrypt, and do not forward. Encrypt and do not forward, these are the default templates. These templates cannot be customized or modified. However, you can modify these 2 templates. You can use any one of these templates to send encrypted emails to the recipients. By using PowerShell commands, you can even check if IRM or rights management service is activated for your tenant or not, or whether you can use this service to send encrypted emails or not. And for that, you can run test-IRM configuration -sender. And in sender, you will use an email address of your tenant who has a mailbox within Exchange Online. For my tenant, I will be testing with this particular email address. Press enter. So first it will check if RMS templates are enabled for your tenant or not. Here you can see the result pass, RMS templates acquired. You can see the 4 templates as well: confidential, highly confidential, encrypt, and do not forward. Next, it will verify if encryption is enabled for your tenant or not. It says pass, encryption verified successfully. After that, it will verify if decryption is enabled for the recipients or not. In case you are receiving the encrypted emails, so whether these users will be able to decrypt the emails or not. It says pass, decryption verified successfully. And finally, it will check if IRM, information rights management, is enabled for your tenant or not. It says pass, IRM verified successfully. Overall result pass. So that means you're good to go. Now you can use these templates to send encrypted emails. To send encrypted emails, you can either go to OWA or you can go to Outlook client. Into field, I'm going to type an email address of a Gmail user and test email. And to use Office 365 encryption or rights management templates, you will click on encrypt. Then you will click on change permissions. You will see a new box here. If you will click on this drop down arrow, you will see all the 4 templates that you can use to send encrypted emails. For example, let's use encrypt template. I selected the template. Here you can see encrypt. This template is being used in this particular email. This message is encrypted. Recipients cannot remove encryption. So let's send this email and let's see the recipient behavior. So I have sent this email to this user. Let's wait for a few seconds. And once this email is received, then I'll show you the experience of this recipient, how he is going to read this particular email. So this user has received this email. Now, if you click on this email, it says global admin, this sender has sent you a protected message. Now, by looking at this email, I do not see the contents of the email because this email is protected. This is how recipient behavior will look like. Now, in order to read this email, the recipient will click read the message. When he will click on read the message, he will have to prove his identity. Now he has two options as we discussed before. Either this recipient can sign in with his Google account, Google credentials, or he can use a one-time passcode. Let's try with one-time passcode. I'll click on this option. Now Google server will send an OTP or one-time passcode to this particular user. This is the code. I'll copy this code, go back, paste it here, click continue. And this should open the email content. Let's wait for a few seconds. It says opening your email. And the email is opened. I do not have any contents within the email, so that is the reason there is nothing. But as soon as this user will receive this email, it will look like this. He will have to click on read the message, then he will have to prove the identity either with the help of his username and password or by using one-time passcode. Once he will prove the identity, only after that he will be able to read the contents of the email. Now let me show you one more example with another template. Let's compose a new email and let's send this email to the same user. Let's say test2. Go to encrypt, change permission, and this time let's use do not forward. Now, what do not forward template does, it restricts the recipients to forward this particular email to someone. So let's select this template, click OK. Now do not forward template is being used and recipient is this and click send. Let's go back to the recipient mailbox. Let's wait for a few seconds. This is the email. Same process, read the message. Let's try with one-time passcode. Go back, paste the code, continue. Now, if you click here, you can see forward option is grayed out. So this template, do not forward template, will not allow this particular user to forward this email to someone. Here you can see do not forward. Recipients cannot forward, print or copy contents of this particular email. So this is how you can use Office 365 message encryption either from Outlook or OWA. The process is same for both Outlook and OWA as well. As an administrator, you can force encryption on all the emails or on the basis of conditions as well. End users can use these templates from OWA or from Outlook client based on their requirement, based on their decision, which email they want to encrypt or not. But as an administrator, you can force this encryption on all the emails or on the basis of conditions. For that, you will be creating a Mailflow rule. To create a rule, we will go to Mailflow, then Rules, click Create a new rule. Here we will specify a name. for example, test encryption. Select a condition. For example, you can apply it to all the messages, or you can apply this on the basis of subject of the email or on the basis of body of the email. Let's try with subject of the email. So let's select the subject or body includes any of these words. Let's say security. Click plus, click OK. Let's add one more condition that says if a recipient is located outside the organization. So it says if the recipient is located outside the organization and subject or body includes security within the email subject or body, take the action. Now the action will be modify the message security, apply Office 365 message encryption and rights protection. Select this. Now this particular wizard will retrieve all the RMS templates. You can use any one of these 4 templates and you can force these templates on the basis of these conditions. So let's say we want to use encrypt. Select encrypt, click OK. And here you can select it to high. Stop processing more rules. That's it. Click save. Let's wait for a few seconds so that this transport rule or mail flow rule can be replicated on this particular tenant. And then we are going to test this rule and we will see if emails are encrypted by using this transport rule or not. So this mail flow rule is created now. Let's test this rule. So the sender is going to send an email to the same recipient, but this time in the subject of the email, I'm going to mention security. And in subject, let's say test email. And I'm not going to use any template from here. I'm just going to send the email. Let's go to the recipient. Let's wait for a few seconds. This email is still not received. Okay, so we have received the email. Now here you can see I didn't use any template from OWA while sending that email. I just mentioned security. And the recipient has received the encrypted emails because the transport rule that I created here, it says if the recipient is outside the organization, which is outside the organization because this is Gmail user, and the subject or body of the email will include security, then apply encrypt template. So I mentioned security in the subject and I sent this email to the recipient. Now this email is encrypted. Again, if this recipient will have to read this email, he will have to use one-time passcode or he will have to log in with his Gmail credentials. So let's open this email. Continue. And here you can read the contents of the email. So this is how you can force the encryption on all the emails or on the basis of conditions. In the next video, I will be showing you how to customize the encrypted email as per your requirement. You can add your company logo, you can add custom text in the email, or you can even add a disclaimer within the encrypted email as well. So if you have learned something new from this particular video, please write in comments and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Take care.